Hey everybody, Big Chili Rango here. I'm going to do a walk around video of my 2003 MXZ E Sport 600 HO. That's the full model designation. It's got the full X package kit added to it with the remote reservoir shocks, the full HPG suspension in the back from an X package sled. Still has the beaver tail. I do contemplate occasionally doing a beaver tail delete. I'll get around to it. You know, I'd like to make my own kit and do it so that I can save the money. Don't mind the piles of stuff that you'll see in the background of the video. That's my spring cleanup piles that I start making. So there's a custom sticker I had done on the windshield. A buddy of mine has a graphics business, and I saw that image on the internet and saved the picture and had him print me out one. Give her a bath so I could do this walk around because she's been covered in dust. I generally put the travel cover that I have for it on it when it's in storage, but I hadn't done that since I moved it up front to get it ready for the season. So she got a little dirty when I was working around her in the shop. But as you can see, she's pretty clean. She's an 03. She's got, actually, I checked the mileage on it. I believe it was 5,566 miles. I think I'd previously stated in another video or a post or something that it had like 5,200 miles. You know, snowmobiles are kind of weird like that because you get it running on a stand and it's putting mileage on that you're not even riding on it. But I think the total hours on the machine is 14 hours, maybe 15 hours. Doesn't seem like a lot for that many miles. So I think that the hours maybe must be off, maybe with a battery change. I don't know how that exactly works on it, but it's a really super clean sled. You know, it was adult owned by a guy from Old Forge, and then a guy that I bought it from down in Chester, New York. Adult as well. So, and I'm 46, so it's treated well. This will be my second winter riding it. Didn't really get to ride it much the last time, as the weather was late in the season. I got it last February and only was able to get upstate to my in-laws where they live in Lee Center, New York, right there south of the Tug Hill area. But I got to ride it a few times, put a few miles on it, and then had some carburetor issues with it when I brought it out of storage for this season. One of the O-rings on a bowl was rotted and leaking all over, so I ordered a kit off of eBay and put new pilot jets in it and whatnot, the 17.5 pilot jets. And it already had 370 main jets because it has the Boyazin rage cage in it, and they recommend that you drop down to the 370 main jet due to the extra air velocity that it flows. It actually pulls more fuel. You would think that it would be the opposite, that you'd want to go up a jet to match the airflow, but then you're going to be fouling your plugs out. They hit it right on the head because this thing runs fine. The previous owner, I believe, put the Boyazin rage cage in it. The second owner, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I changed the plugs out because they actually had the plugs with the pre-gap for the SDI motor in this. So I changed them out and made sure I put the proper Dash 5 plugs in it. You know, she's not spectacular clean in the engine compartment, you know, but I'm not going to sit there and hose it out and get crazy. I just make sure no oil's leaking on anything. Make sure that everything stays clean on the brakes and caliper, you know. I put new pads on it because the pads were pretty low when I first got it. I put a brand new battery in it just to Duralast battery, but it's good enough for what it does. Pole starts real easy anyway, so. A little look in the engine compartment. I mean, the engine's really clean. I did not clean this up, and the previous owner didn't make mention of doing any cleaning on it, but I do believe it was rebuilt back in '03 by the original owner, well, through the dealership, due to the flaky rings that the '03s had. I'll do a little bit more of a walk around here, and then I'll start it up so you guys can listen to her run. And I'll even pole start it. And I have a bad shoulder. Actually, I have 2 bad shoulders due to arthritis and whatnot. But it's still, you know, I have good days, really good days most of the time. So I just go ahead and do what I can to get by. There we go in focus. Got the full toolkit, everything in place. Got the extra relay I went and bought and pinned it up there, and so I have an extra relay because it did have an issue with the relay. I had you know, gauges going funky, and the tail light the brake light not working, and it actually wasn't charging the battery at all. So now it's working fine. I did research through Do Talk forum and all that. So let's give her a start. See if I can start it from the left side. I've not ever done this, so this will be an experiment. All right. I've done it from the other side because my left arm is my weakest one. Had to check the desk key, washed it, so she got a little moisture, you know, I guess making it break contact, but it's a solid running sled. Thing I haven't done yet is rebuild the Rave valves. I want to rebuild the Rave valves, but I'm waiting on a local skidoo dealer that went out of business and is offloading his stuff to check in his inventory. It was a small mom and pop place. He's going to check his inventory and see if he's got the gaskets before I go and take it apart. So I think that just looks crazy, don't it? That looks so sweet with the hoods opened up, almost like one of those dragon kind of things. So there you go. Quick shout out to Pasty Boy and Pasty Boy's channel. Check him out. He does some really cool stuff. Him and his brother and some friends, they get out there and take some snowmobile videos and snowmobile repairs. You know, just good old boys, and you know, just like me, not actual mechanics, but we know what we're doing, and we try to do informative stuff. And Pasty Boy's got some good videos out there. I actually watched a few of his videos before I did some of the work on this, and it was very helpful. So good shout out there to Pasty Boy. Check him out if you like these videos. Let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll try to get some more videos out. I'm gonna try to get some riding videos. I don't have a GoPro or anything, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Try to get a helmet mounted cam or something maybe for this winter if we ever get any snow down here. I'm down in the Hudson Valley, so I've got to travel to my in-laws just to go riding. All right, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks.